Let's make a dice tray. That's gonna bruise. Have you ever been rolling your dice and have it go flying off the table, ruining that perfectly good roll? Well, I think I may have the perfect solution. I mean, we already know what the solution is. You just roll your dice in a box or something. But boxes are boring. But also I want to make this dice rolling tray a place where you can also store your dice. So if you happen to be traveling for your D&D session or gaming session or whatnot, and you need a place to carry your dice but also roll your dice, why not have it all self-contained in one unit? I will be making this out of leather. I am going to do a mock-up using some craft foam. And then hopefully I can have what's in my head come out and be transferred on the craft foam. And I'm also going to try to not fall off my chair again. At any rate, let's start the crafting montage! We have our prototype. So basically, we have a square. Simple? Yes. And then we have this bit here that is going to act like a little dice pouch. Yes, yes, yes. And then this whole thing will be able to unfurl and then roll up into a tube. So then you can take it wherever you need to go to play D&D. And now we craft. Oh, I'm dizzy. Whew. Yep. First thing that we are going to do is take our chunk of leather and cut out our pieces. Leather particles. When you think of it as just dead skin, it's kind of gross, but. The leather that I'm using is a ounce leather. It is approximately 2 millimeters thick. If that's correct, this should fold up and in and be sewn in there and there. And then that rolls over like that. Now that we have all of our pieces cut out and we didn't mess it up, which is great, I'll throw the measurements of these up on the screen so you can see what they are. These straps here are about 2 centimeters by 9 inches. That was a lovely mix of metric and imperial for you. Welcome to Canada. 3/4 of an inch by 9 inches. Approximately. You may want to measure and see how long you need yours to be. This square is 10 by 10. This piece here is a combination of checks, notes. This width here was 9 3/4, so from end to end, or from side to side, was 9 3/4. This is 6 3/4, and this is 6 3/4 here. And then this is about 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches off the end, approximately, because you lose some of your length when you fold it up because of the width of the leather. So you may want to play around with it just to make sure that you're measuring and cutting correctly. Overall, you'll need a piece of leather that's about 17 by 10 inches plus straps. So if you have a chunk that you can get nice clean edges that's about 20 by 10, then you should be good to make one of these, barring any mistakes. And now it's time to dye. The color I have chosen for this elaborate dice tray is jade. So it's going to be whatever color that is when it's applied to the leather. We have our leather pieces now cut out and dyed. I have spent the time and buffed them and burnished the edges, just doing a couple of finishing touches to them. And then I've started to sort of pre-fold them to get them to form into the direction that I want them to go. And I was trying to figure out where I was going to put the snaps on the tray, because in order to have this sort of the sides to fold up and turn into a tray, I'm going to put snaps in here, so you just have to snap it together and then unsnap it, and then eventually it'll roll up into a roll that you can just take with you. So I've made sort of a template that's going to help guide me to punch some of these holes in the same location around the outer edge of the mat. And I sort of test fit it a little bit just by folding it in and then holding this piece in on the inside to make sure that everything was sort of fitting before I go on to the next step. We're at the send out your prayers to the craft gods for me, and let's hope this works out, because this is the exact part where something could go really, really wrong. Snaps terrify me. You have 4 pieces and you have to have them arranged the correct way. And I just know I'm gonna mess it up. It's snapping time! Snap. 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 I'm really excited about this. I was really worried I was gonna mess this up. The other way that you could do this without using snaps is do a similar thing, but use those little Sam Brown buttons. I've also seen people stitch through the top, which if you're not wanting to take it apart and roll it up and you just want to have a tray, you could just stitch around the edge. I'm excited that works. Woo! You could stop here, or you could move on and do what I'm going to do and make a little pouch for your dice to go into. So the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to take our little pouch template here, and then we are going to fold these edges in and sew them onto here and here on the sides, like so. And then this top part can fold over. So let's get to sewing. I'm really excited about this. Yay! So I think my next course of action is to get this situated inside here and attach some additional snaps just to its outer edge so that it can snap into the side here, or put snaps on this outer edge. That is the question. By the time this video goes out, you will know what my decision is.
The next day.
I decided while I was working on this green tray and bag, I felt like rather than making one that was a certain way and not knowing whether that was going to be the way that was going to be the best way or not, unless I actually tested it or not, I decided that it would be easy enough just to whip up another one. Again, I'm at that 95% done. My issue when I was about to finish this green one yesterday was the fact that I didn't really know if I wanted to connect it or not. And then so I left it thinking that would give me longer to like kind of figure it out. And still I'm sitting here at the same state I was going, now what? So these two trays are going to be very, very similar. This green one, I am going to attach this pouch so the snaps are on the outside edge here. This other one, I'm going to attach the snaps to the outside of the bag, so this could be a separate bag. All we need to do is attach the snaps to these little bags, little pouches, and attach snaps to these so that they are on the mats. Let's finish this project. I'm so freaking excited that this turned out. Like, oh my God. Now onto the green. Guess what? They're finished! These have to be one of the coolest things I have ever made. This channel has been very calming for me mentally, and it's projects like these that just make me feel really good, and that's what I wanted to start making, was projects that make me feel good. Fill your cup up with stuff that brings you joy and makes you happy and makes you feel fulfilled. If you're looking for more of a beginner-friendly D&D dice-related project, then I suggest you check out this video next. Until next time, happy crafting, friends, and I will see you later.